Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Hey, guys. Welcome, welcome, everyone. We'll get started shortly here. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everyone.
What's up, Dave?
Hello, hey, Daniel. Welcome. How are you?
Good.
Hey, Renee. Welcome, Renee. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hello, hello. Zaire. Hey, Zaire. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, David.
How are you?
I'm
Hey,
doing good.
hey, Bill. Good, good. Bill, welcome, Bill.
Hey, David.
Hello. Guys, we'll get started shortly here. This evening, we're going to go over cryptos, Forex, and futures. We'll start shortly. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, guys. We'll get started shortly. There's a lot of information to go over this evening. Hey, Charity. Welcome, Charity. Welcome. Guys, we'll get started shortly. Hey, Tracy. Welcome, Tracy.
Hey, David.
Oh, we'll get started shortly. As you guys know, this evening we're going to go over cryptos, futures, and Forex. And we'll go over the indexes. Hey, Peter. Welcome, Peter. Guys, we'll get started. Big changes in the market. We'll go over that. We'll get started shortly. VIX came down, guys. The VIX is coming down. We'll get started shortly. Okay. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get started. We have a lot of information to go over. I'm going to share my screen here. Let's see here. All right, so you guys should see my trading screen, Monster Market Scalper. You guys should see my cursor. If not, let me know. All right. We're going to get right to it here. We're going to get right to it. Lots of good information to go over this evening. All right. Okay. All right. Welcome, Stella. Welcome. All right, guys. You guys should see my monster market tracker. The big news on the close on Friday. We've been talking about this, right? We've been talking about buyers have been coming in, right? Buyers have been coming in into the markets, all right? And we were failing to break support on the Dow, the S&P, all right, the Nasdaq, and the Russell, all right? Well, we finally got some moves. It started on Thursday. Well, Wednesday is really when it started, continued on Thursday, and then followed through on Friday. Okay, so and this is important. This is really, really important. Okay, so we've got to be flexible and we have to switch hats. All right, so if you guys look here, this is on the S&P. So the short closed because the price broke this previous support here. Stop me if you guys have any questions because this is important. All right.
I do have a question, Dave.
Okay, go ahead, Daniel.
So the S&P that also has to do with Bitcoin, right? Like if S&P moves up, Bitcoin follows.
I don't know if there's an exact, if it's an exact barometer. It has been, but I wouldn't,
Not rely on it.
Not right now, right? We don't have enough history. At least I haven't seen a major correlation. Okay.
Got it.
But I would look for that. I would look for that. All right. But I can't say yet. All right.
Okay.
I just haven't seen a direct correlation. Not like the VIX, right? We know when the VIX comes down, right? Markets will go up. All right, there is definitely a correlation with the dollar and Forex. Good question, Daniel. We'll see if it happens here. I know it has happened in the past. I can't call it for certain.
Well, at least we can start paying attention to it now that it's already up in the air.
Yeah. There is a bit of a correlation, but Bitcoin does its own thing too. All right. All right, so good question. So here is the break of resistance right here, guys. So this is important, right? So we want to be very careful with puts and shorts, okay? So here was the previous support, right? Support right here, right around here, I would say. Good support. Here was our sell short signal. Price never, this was tough trading for shorts, okay? For about three and a half weeks, price didn't go anywhere, right? So we really didn't get that follow through in that markdown phase, right? Breaking new redistribution phase, right? That never really happened. So guess what? Buyers are back in, right? So held support, would say support is right here. Held support, buyers came in. The sell short signal closed. All right, so that's important. Sell short signal closed, green candles. So we'll look for some follow through. All right.
Dave, is that the daily or the 4 hour that you're looking at for the S&P?
That's the daily. That's the daily. All right. On the Dow, well, let's look at what the sell short signals that have closed. Okay, so that's on the S&P. The next one we have is on the Russell. All right, the IWM. Peter. So the IWM right here, we basically went nowhere. All right, so here was our support. I would say support is down up in this area right in here. Right over here is where we got the previous break of support, sell short signal, never went anywhere, guys. Look at this, consolidated, right? New support right here. right? New support down in this area here. Okay, I would call this support right here, right? Bounce between support and resistance never broke down, okay, to the downside. Green candles coming in, sell short signal closed. Guess what? Buyers are coming in. So we expect buyers to continue to come in, all right? Buyers to continue to come in. I wouldn't go heavy. Right now it's kind of neutral. We don't have a buy signal yet. The sell short signals closed. So we just need to be very, very careful until we get buy signals, okay? Buy signals is what we're looking for now on the indexes. All right, as far as the Dow, and if you have any questions in this, stop me because this is important. All right, so on the Dow, same thing. We do not have a close of our short signal yet. All right, so here was our support right here. Sell short signal right here. If you guys can see that, we went nowhere. All right, I want you guys to get this. We went nowhere. So it was very tough with puts and shorts, unless you traded a smaller time frame, right? But this is not tradable. This is not tradable. Absolutely not tradable. We did not continue down into the markdown phase with redistribution. All right, did not happen. So we are back, right? Previous support is now resistance, and we all the way back above that support. Okay, so here is resistance right here. Green candles, guess what, guys? Right, we can anticipate a move back up to this area in here. All right, will we get there? We don't know, but guess what? The buyers are now back in control. All right, we'll look for the sell short signal to close perhaps tomorrow, Monday or Tuesday. Okay, we'll get a sell signal to close that position, just like we did before here, just like we did before here. All right, and price will look to test this upward area here is what we're looking for. All right, anything can happen, sellers can come back in, right? But based on the price action, the buyers are getting in control here. All right, so let's take a look at the Nasdaq. Any questions on this? Any questions on this as we move forward? All right.
David, it's Peter.
Hey, Peter.
I just want to point out Nasdaq and the Spider price has coming up to 50-day moving average on the daily and the 200 moving average. They're right above. There's a lot of resistance. So if you're going to go long, be quick in and out.
Yeah, we don't have a sell. No, the Nasdaq made the biggest move down. All right, so let's see here.
Yeah,
if we do go ahead, Peter.
Yeah, resistance where 50-day moving average and 200-day moving average. The 50 crosses down the 200.
Okay, let's bring that in. Let's bring that in. All right, so let's see here. All right. That's
my personal opinion is it's a counter trend rally.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, 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 yes. All right, so you're looking at
until it makes like lower lows and higher highs, then I'm going to consider a change of trend.
Yeah. So you are the 200-day, Peter, you said?
Yeah, the 50 and the 200.
Okay, so here is the 200-day and
the 50.
No, you're doing exponential, right? You're not doing simple.
Doesn't matter. They're about the same right now.
Okay. All right, let's see here. And the 50. All right, 1 second here, guys.
Anytime when price moves like what's it called? 90 degrees straight up like that, it's usually a counter trend rally in a bear market.
All right, so we'll make this yellow. All right, so here's the 50-day. So that's the 50-day moving average. We'll make it bold. Let's see here. All right, and Peter, you tell us what you're looking at here. So here's the 50-day.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The price is coming up to the 50-day moving average.
Okay, so here's the 50-day moving average, guys, the yellow moving average. So price is right here. All right. And then what were you saying again, Peter, about the 200-day?
Yes, the 50 crossed the 200,
Mm-hmm.
both on the Nasdaq, Spider, and Dow. So that's what we call a death cross.
Okay. But we're no longer, okay, so so what's your analysis here?
My analysis, be careful on both sides.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm biased towards short because we're in a markdown phase. So I just think this is a counter trend rally until it makes a lower, higher lows and higher highs.
Okay.
I think what he's saying is that the 200 is basically about to take over, and just the 52 is just temporary. I think, is that what you're saying, Peter?
No, I'm saying there's a lot of resistance.
Okay.
At these levels. When the 50 and is a strong resistance, and then it's 50 cross the 200.
Got
Very
it.
good.
Okay.
So
Very good.
So that's my analysis.
Okay, if you guys look here, all right, so if we take this to then the 200-day moving average works really well. It works as a support and resistance too, all right, especially on the daily, the 200. So we're gonna move the 50 for a second, right? We're gonna move the 50-day and look at Peter's 200-day moving average right here. And look at this, right? Look at this. This was where we got support, previous support, which was right here, right? This is where we got the previous sell short signal, okay, right here, right at that 200-day moving average, okay? So, and Peter's right, any buying in this area right here, right, is going, you might get in trouble. What it has to do, what price has to do is get back above. See, this is resistance right here. All right, so this is resistance. We're moving up now. Previous support is now resistance. All right, so we've got some barrier right here. All right, so it might block this, the price action coming in here. It's got to get above. Let me show you guys here.
A long way to go, guys.
So we've got to get above here, back in the box, right? Support and resistance, back in the box. We've got to get above here. The thing to recognize is this though. All right. So Peter, good analysis, but understand this, guys, right? The Nasdaq was the lagger. It's the lagger, and it was the first to drop. All right. It was the first to drop. Now, if the market moves higher, right, tech will move, but remember that it's lagging, right? So it's going to be the last to get back above that resistance. Okay, so follow me for a second here. If we look at the Dow, right, the Dow, and they all follow each other. So the Dow is back in the box. Look here. All right, the Dow is back in the box, right? It's not lagging, right? It's not lagging like the Nasdaq, all right? So is, let's see here, the IWM is fairly close, right? So if those are I would say the Dow and the S&P are the ones that are the leaders right now out of this, okay? They're the leaders out of it, okay? So, Peter, you're right, but guess what? If the Dow and the S&P continues to move, All right, sorry about that. So if the Dow and the S&P continues to move higher, guess what? The Nasdaq will follow. Okay, it will follow. So yes, the Nasdaq has a ways to go to get to our previous support, which is now resistance. But guess what? The other indexes are leading, and guess what? The VIX, guys, the VIX, pay attention to the VIX, right? The VIX made a high of 37, right? 37, almost 38, right? Right now it's at 23. If it can get below 20, if it can get below 20, and look here, we got sellers, right? So we got strong selling coming in, all right? So this is important, right? Strong selling coming in. We're at 23. Guess what? We get around 20, below 20. That's very bullish for the market. Okay, so that's very bullish for the market. We do not have buy signals yet on the indexes. Okay, but it can go either way. But right now, the buyers, right? If we go with Sniper, we've got 2 calls, 1 put. So that's where we want to be right now. All right. Our focus needs to be more on longs rather than puts until this change. All right. The buyers are in control. Definitely. The buyers are in control. Okay. As far as and I don't want to go a lot into stocks, right? We'll do that on Thursday. Okay, but nothing yet, nothing major in the sectors yet. Okay, but we should see if the price action continues, we'll see some moves in the sectors. As far as Bitcoin, Daniel, nothing yet. Okay, so no big move. We're at 41 right now. We're still consolidating, right, between support and resistance. We are looking at, we're still watching that triangle develop here. All right. Let's see here. So nothing to talk about right now as far as Bitcoin. Let's see here. Okay, so still that triangle is forming. We need a big breakout. All right, and big breakout. We might get it to the upside, right? But right now, consolidating white candles, so definitely consolidating. So nothing to talk about right now as far as Bitcoin. We'll continue to watch it, okay? And we'll post. If anything happens, we'll post it. All right, we'll post it. Forex, right? We had some great moves in Forex, all right? Great moves in Forex, and especially the yen pairs. All right, so especially the yen pairs. We went ahead and closed Swiss yen, big price move, right? Big price move. But we anticipate some reversal, probably a pullback. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that, Dave. Why did you send the signal to leave at the 15-minute? Is it because it doesn't have no structure? Like it just went straight up, and that's pretty dangerous, or?
Yeah, it went straight up. All right. I mean, can we stay longer? Absolutely. But it's definitely,
But it's risky.
Yeah, it's definitely overbought. Okay, it's definitely overbought. It went straight up. We could absolutely stay in that trade. We could stay in that trade, but you know, we got a sell signal on the 15, and on the 30, it's still holding, right? But look how it's extended, right? It's really extended. Here was the buy on the 30. This was back on 317 on the 30-minute. All right. So hey, we're gonna bank some profits. Okay. It's never a bad thing to bank some profits.
Dave, I also have a question about pound yen. So it shows on a daily time, the daily time frame, it kind of shows that a little bit of it going straight up like that, but are we, do we get cautious about that, or
On the pound yen,
yeah,
let's see here.
on the daily it kind of looks like that, similar on a daily.
On the daily. 1 second here. This is the daily here.
Yeah, so you see that? Okay, so like all the way on the right side,
Mm-hmm.
all the way on the right side just goes like straight up. Do you count that? Like, see that on the all the way on the right side, all those green candles?
You mean on the left over here?
Oh no, all the way on the right.
Here?
The recent, no, those sticks all the way. Yep. So doesn't that look similar to
Okay.
the other one, or what would you what makes a difference?
Okay. So, all right. So if you were looking at pound yen, right? So
Mhm,
pound yen's
mhm.
got some resistance here,
Mm-hmm.
right? And this is a tricky market. Okay. So that's why we've got to take profits. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So if you were looking at pound yen, okay, we'll put support right here. All right. So, and you testing this, you see here, we're testing,
Yes.
we're getting close to this resistance. All right. Failed here, failed here,
That's
failed
crazy.
here. Yeah.
It's
So
been ranging for a long time.
so as you get, if you're in this trade, right? So let's say this is the daily, but let's say you're in it on the 240, right?
Mhm.
And you're riding it up, all right?
Mhm.
Then look to take profits when it gets near this area here. So you
Got
can
it. Okay.
you can put on a 30-minute time frame, 15-minute time frame like we did. So as it starts, you'll get the sell signals like we did here. So you'll get the sell signal
To
like
keep it safe, right? In
yeah.
order for
I mean, we got out early, but that's okay too, guys.
yeah, of course.
That's from here. I think we got in right about here. So that's a lot of pips. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good trade, right? So take the profits when things, if things are really moving, then you could always get back in. Okay, you can always get back in on a
But
smaller
it's more
time.
risky because it's in the tippity top.
Yeah. But then you've taken profits already, right? But I wouldn't mess with this. There are other trades that are setting up. All right. But you guys have to, when especially trades like this, right? Now, for new traders, you'll learn to do this, right? So you want to anticipate, you want to know where your resistance areas are and your support areas are if you're going short. So you can anticipate taking profits as it gets closer to a big resistance area or to a big support area. All right. And not totally, when you're new, we say, hey, just rely on the signals, right? On the 240. But as you get going, you want to fine tune your exits, okay, on the smaller time frames. That makes sense? Does that make sense? That makes sense.
Yes, it does. 100%.
Okay. Anyone else? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense, David.
Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at pound yen on the 240, and here it is on the 30-minute. Okay, so here we've got a lot of consolidation in here, and guess what? It is going past that consolidation in here. Okay, but just remember, as it goes higher, right? We want to be taking profits. That doesn't mean you close all the trade. Okay, so
David, can you back up and can you go to the bottom of that chart? This is what I'm talking about.
Pound yen.
Yeah, right there where you guys see that price action.
Mm-hmm.
It goes down, it make a counter trend rally, comes back down, and then moves higher. So that's what I was talking about.
Yes.
It needs to do that for the trend to change. For on the Nasdaq and the SPY. So that's what I was talking about. And it needs to come up, counter trend rally, come back down, and then move higher.
And then move.
That was I was talking about.
Yeah, and
you can explain to people that.
Okay, and what's happening here, Peter? Tell him what's happening when this happens. What's happening here?
So far, the sellers was in control, right? And then
Yes.
you see that price rallies really strong, 90 degrees up, hits the 25-day moving average, hit the 35-day moving average. Got rejected because there was resistance, and then came back down, and then basically the buyer pushes it back up. So that's what I was waiting for it to see on the Nasdaq and the Spider, for the trend to change towards going long.
Yeah, and this is the last, guys, this is the last hope for the shorts, right? This is the last hope for the shorts. And guess what? They're getting squeezed, they're getting squeezed, they're getting squeezed, okay? So you're gonna have the shorts are gonna have try one more push, right? One more push down, all right, before the buyers get back in and just push the price higher. So absolutely. If you guys look here on that 30-minute, so here is pound yen, and we know pound yen, follow me for a second. We know pound yen is getting near resistance. Okay, we're about 100 pips, right? So we at 157, right here is at 158. So about 100 pips away. All right, guess what? On the 240, here was our buy signal. We all the way up here, but look what's happening on the 30. Can anyone tell me what's happening here on the 30-minute on pound yen?
It's not looking too good.
Why?
It's
Why
looking like
isn't it?
it's looking like it's leaning towards the break of structure.
Okay, meaning what does that mean? Based on what?
The sellers are trying to take over.
Okay, all right. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't tell us anything.
It's going sideways. It's starting to consolidate, and you also have a purple resistance.
Very good, Travis. We have a purple support and resistance.
Yeah.
Very good. And what else do we have? What else do we have?
Sell signal.
We have a sell signal. Very
Yeah.
good. Okay, guys, we have a sell signal. Very good. All right, we have purple support and resistance. Very good. We have lower highs and lower lows. Guess what? This price action here will pull this price action down. All right, so we can get out, take profits ahead, because guess what? This right here, this price action could pull this price action down. Now follow me. Now, could it go higher? Could the price? Absolutely. It could get higher. It can go another 100 pips. As a matter of fact, right? It could break through this resistance. But guess what? It failed here. It failed here. It failed here. We are going to take profits. This is how we trade, guys. Okay, we can't get greedy. We're gonna take profits. All right, take profits, get out. Now, listen, if it breaks through this, right, we'll see. If it fails, guess what? We're out, we've taken profits, we're out. No big deal. All right. However, if it breaks through this big resistance, breaks through, guess what? We'll have another opportunity to get in. We might not be able to get in on the 240, but we'll certainly get an opportunity to trade it on the 30-minute time frame. All right. So I want you guys to start practicing that, looking for that, right? So not just if you guys wait to get out on the, and sometimes we will, depending on if there isn't any resistance above. So if there isn't any resistance above like this, we might let the trade run under 240, right? But when we're trading in markets like this, where it's consolidating between support and resistance, we want to be very careful where those big support and resistance are, okay, so that we can time our exits out.
Dave, I have a question about the sell signal in the 30-minute chart.
Okay.
What is the system seeing that it threw that sell signal?
right here.
Oh, that little resistance that it broke. Is that that's the reason
Support.
why?
Support
Sorry.
right here. Yeah, support.
Sorry. Yeah.
It broke that support.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I give that sell signal. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So start doing that. Don't randomly get out of the trades, right? Don't randomly get out. Okay. Stay in, try to stay in. Once you get in near big support areas, big resistance areas, bring out your 30-minute, right? Your 60-minute, right? If you really want to time, if it's really moved up, you want to time your exit a little closer, 15 minutes. Okay. Sometimes you might have to bring out the 5 minutes. Okay. But start doing that. We want to be taking profits. It's not a bad thing to be taking profits, making money. All right. And what you're going to find, the more you guys do this, you fine tune this, especially when the price is getting near a big support or resistance area, kind of like this, right? You'll notice that your trading will become very, very fluid, right? Very, very fluid. All right. Any questions on this? Any questions on this? All right. Let's see here.
David, on the
Yes,
the
Trish.
sell signal are the triangles that's going sideways. Is that your sell signal?
All right. The sell signal, Tracy, is these white arrows here.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me open this out. So here was our buy signal, blue arrow buy signal, the price broke resistance right here. All right. This triangle here is this area here on the candle. All right.
Okay.
Sell signal, remember, buy on the break of resistance, sell on a break of support, right? So here is our support line right here. The candle broke this support line right here. We got a sell signal to get out this triangle right here, white arrow right here. So we bought here, sold here. Dotted blue lines mean it was a profitable trade. Dotted red line means it was a losing trade. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Good question. All right. So big resistance. This is a big resistance up here. All right, let's move this back. 240. The yen pairs are still the leading pairs. So euro yen is the top trending pair right now. All right, so euro yen, CAD yen, Aussie yen, New Zealand yen. Okay, if you're not in any of these, right? If you're not in any of these, don't get in on the 240. All right, they've really moved on the 240. So if you're going to get in, you can get in on, if you get buy signals, I would say on the 30-minute, you can still trade them on the 30-minute time frame. Okay, so AUDJPY, but your entry and exit will have to be on the 30-minute time frame. Okay, look at this here, Aussie yen, guys. Look at this buy signal, just amazing trades. Aussie yen, and we've been calling for these yen pairs for a while. Aussie yen, the buy signal was at 85 and change, and it's currently at 88. That's 300 pips. Big move, right? In Aussie yen. So, you know, big, and that's on the 30-minute time frame here. Okay, so big moves. CAD yen. CAD yen, same thing here. All right, same thing. Let's see here. 92 and change was the buy signal. Right now it's at 94 and change. So a little over 200 pips. Okay, so big moves in these pairs. All right. Yeah, even the 15-minute is holding. Even the 15-minute time frame is holding on CAD yen. Let me see Aussie yen. I'm sure it's holding. Even the 15 minutes is holding. Yeah, 15-minute is holding on Aussie yen too. Did anyone trade these pairs, the yen pairs? Did you guys trade any of the yen pairs?
Yeah, David, is here. I traded GDP and the Euro JPY last week.
Oh yeah, I remember you were looking to get into those. Are you still in them or you done?
I got out on Friday.
Okay. Good job. Anyone else? Travis, I know you missed those trades, right?
I did. I initially got in on CAD yen and British pound yen, and then I got in at the buy signal, but I got out early. I didn't have the nerves for it.
Yeah, I remember. Look for the 30 minutes. So if let's say for instance, I mean they're moving. Let's say for instance, let's see here. I would just keep an eye on the 30 minutes. You might get an opportunity on the 30. All right, Stella, are you still in
Okay.
any of these? Any of the yen pairs? Stella, are you in any of the yen pairs? All right. Okay, so let's see here. I don't think you're gonna get a sell signal with Aussie yen yet. It's breaking, it's looking to break resistance right here. All right, so good moves in these yen pairs. All right, good moves in these yen pairs. Any questions for me? Any questions for me? Any questions for me?
Yeah, David, I know you don't want to go in stocks, but I was looking on the financials,
Okay.
like Bank of America or JP Morgan.
All right, let's see here. Okay. What's the symbol, Zaire? Any symbol in particular?
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Let me look at it. So it's coming up.
While you're doing that,
Right.
while you're doing that, let me know, just let me know when you have the symbols, Zaire. But
Yeah, I will.
in the meantime, we are seeing there is some financial stocks coming up on HitSeeker. So there's 3 right now.
Yeah. So BAC or WFC, Wells Fargo or JPM, either or.
So BAC,
Yeah, BAC.
and what's the other?
WFC.
Okay. All right. So let's go through what they're buying. So let's go through that first.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
they're mainly buying healthcare right now, right? So healthcare, we see a lot of healthcare stocks right here. So healthcare, biotech. All right. They're putting back on basic materials. Okay. And they're starting to buy technology. But if you look here, really what they're buying is healthcare, a lot of healthcare stocks. Okay, a lot of health. When we look at this, they're buying healthcare stocks more than anything. Okay, there are also a few financials. There are 3 financial stocks. Okay, so let's take a look at those. All right, the first one here, look at this, right? So nice markdown phase, right? So guess what? Guess what? The selling is almost over. Accumulation, we got a buy signal here. That's an early buy signal here, right at the bottom. And that's what we want to see, right? Price came down all through that markdown phase, right? Price, they're turning up, buyers are getting in, all right? So that's one here. So there's three of them. The next one right here, same thing, right? Price came down, a markdown phase. That's what we want to see. We want to see price come down. We want it to come down as low as possible. We want a cheap price, right? Price is coming down. Guess what? Accumulation phase, broke resistance. Buyers are coming back in. Buyers are in control. Okay, so absolutely, they're starting to get into financial, not as much as healthcare, but they're starting to. There is another one here. Okay, price came down. We had two buy signals that failed. Okay, but hopefully this one will hold. This is a cheap stock too, right here. It's at $1, right? Came down as low as 63 cents. Okay, give a buy signal here. Break of this resistance right here. All right, let me show you guys this. All right, so break of resistance right here. Here is support. There is support, right? We'll call this support right here. That's the accumulation phase. Buyers are coming in. Still early, but they're definitely coming in. If the market holds and starts to move higher, all right, this will start to move higher. Zaire, as far as your Bank of America trade, nothing here. Nothing here. Absolutely nothing yet. All right. So this looks a lot like the indexes, right? So you've got previous support. Oh, horrible chart. This is a horrible chart. Previous support, I would call this support right in here. Resistance is right, let's say right about here, let's say, okay. Price came all the way down. It's making its way back up in the box right here. So I would wait for more buying to come in. Okay, perhaps get above. We would need a green candle, kind of like this here, right? So a little bit more buying to come in. So probably if you can get above 44, Zaire, you might be good. Okay, but it's got to clear, it's got to get back into this area here. And yeah, you could get a move back up. It's at 40, closed at 42. You could get a move back up at 48. Okay, but I would wait a little bit, you know, wait, probably it's at I would say 43, get it around 44 and change might be good. Okay, but this is not a very good chart. Not a very good chart.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, let me take a look at, let's take a look at WFC. WFC, same thing. Okay, support in here, difficult chart. I like the other two that we looked at, right? I rather where price came down, nice, good selling, buyers are jumping in. All right, you don't have major resistance, right? It's not consolidating, nice move down. We're looking for a nice move up. All right, same here. That's a little early. All right, that's a little early. That's a bit early here, but guess what? Nice selling, right? All the way down, right? So we could get a decent move back up. All right. Let's take a quick look at the healthcare stocks. So we'll just go through these and kind of see. I haven't looked at these.
David, can you
yes.
look at specific one, ARDX of the healthcare? I just got in Thursday.
ARDX. Okay. ARDX. ARDX. Okay.
You could do 240 or 1 hour.
Okay, let's do this. That's on the daily, it looks good. Early, but it looks good. Yeah, you got a buy signal right there, Peter, on the daily. Look at this, nice break here, nice cheap stock too. Nice fall, it fell down nice.
$1.08.
Yeah.
And they have options too. I bought both. The options are cheap, $20 a contract.
Yeah, I want to see if it's in. Let's see if it's in here.
Could you show everyone after we're done with this the Fidelity business cycle? It tells you what sector you should be buying and what part of the business cycle that we're in. I put in the link on the chat. It's really good. Kind of fits in what we're seeing on Stockbox.
Oh, okay. All right. So ARDX.
Yeah, you can do it on the 240 and the daily.
On the two, okay. It doesn't have a lot of volume, does it?
Actually, it showed up on Heat Seeker.
Oh, it does. Okay.
The last 3 months, they've been like 80 million.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's for the
Okay. Looks good. You got a purpose support and resistance here, but it's a cheap stock.
Yeah, I'm hoping it goes to $1.80.
It doesn't have to go very far to do well.
And to brag to Ken, I finally caught a fish.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really do long trades, but this one I hope will pay off.
Okay, so Peter, I'm going to share your Fidelity here. Hold on 1 second here. All right. And we'll end with this, guys. If you guys don't have any other questions, let's share this. Okay, Peter. So do you guys see that? You see the Fidelity screen there? You guys should see that there.
And I'll narrate
Okay.
part of it. So in the middle portion, it says business cycle, kind of fits in with your different phases of the market. So you have the white portion on the top these are the sector that outperforms in certain part of the business cycle. So you have early, mid, late, and recession.
Okay.
So we're in the late session. The sector that will outperform are consumer staples, energy, healthcare, materials, and utilities. And the sector that will underperform are consumer discretionary and information technology. That kind of fits like what's been going on. The worst things are information technology and the consumer discretionary. What did very well was energy. And then we see stock boss, people are buying healthcare. So the next part of the business cycle is recession. And so that's why as a trader, you want to prepare yourself. Where is the money going towards? So it's going towards in the next phase of the cycle will be consumer staples, healthcare, and utilities will outperform all the other sectors.
Okay, so Peter, so to clarify, so which cycle are we in currently?
We're in the late.
We're in the late. Okay.
Yeah, you see where the white, see what sectors will outperform.
Right here.
That's confirmation right there. Yeah,
okay.
And that's confirmation by Stockbox.
Okay. So energy, we know energy was running, right? Energy had been running. Materials, wow. Okay, wow. Materials had been running. Healthcare starting to make a move. Consumer staples, right? We know that we've seen consumer staples in stock bars. We haven't seen much of utilities, all right? But wow.
So if you're gonna go long, you want to be long on these areas, these sectors. Make sure you pick the correct sector.
This is pretty cool. This is cool. And so this is you don't have, this is not updated. This is just what it is. It's like a seasonality, but it's a business cycle. And then recession is what consumer staples, healthcare, utilities is also always a flight to safety. That's
And
pretty
it'll tell you
cool.
what not to buy. So the bottom of the
Mhm.
section, these are the sectors that you shouldn't be
You
buying.
shouldn't buy.
So you know that way help you narrow down your stocks.
Yeah, this is cool. This is cool. This is cool.
So the dark gray areas you don't need to be buying in, is that right?
Correct. You want to focus on the white portion. Focus on healthcare, materials, utilities, and then when we go into recession, you focus on consumer staples, healthcare, and utilities.
So, so Peter, so where does it tell us what cycle that we're in? Based
Actually,
on here?
yeah, they actually, if you go to the right side, it says review the most recent business cycle analysis. So the Fidelity will actually do the analysis for you and tell you what cycle we're in.
Okay, but it doesn't.
Right.
It doesn't tell us here on here which cycle.
Not
we're
on
in.
the basic chart, but you just click on the blue link to the right of it. Review
Where
the
is
most
that?
recent.
I don't see
Yeah,
that.
You're pointing at it. Right
Oh,
there.
right here. Okay.
Right there. And it'll produce a report for you.
Okay.
And it'll tell you like different countries, what cycle they're in. You just click on the country and I'll tell you
Okay.
what business cycles.
This is pretty cool. This is cool. This is cool.
But if you click on United States, it will tell you on the left-hand side, click on United States.
So we're in what? Mid?
We're in the mid to late.
Mid to late.
So we're in Q1. So that's Q4. That's already passed.
Wow. So we are definitely getting into the late cycle, huh?
It kind of ties into your market phases.
Yeah, yeah. This is cool. Wow. You guys see that? This is pretty cool. So
if you're going to invest in other countries, they'll tell you what cycle other countries are in. So other countries are in different market business cycles than us.
So we are at the top of that cycle. We are at the end of that expansion. We're not the end. We're like the top coming down of that expansion.
If you want to read their reports, you just click on the February 2022 business cycle update on the bottom.
I have Fidelity, but I've never done this.
Yeah, actually, I got this from YouTube.
Yeah.
Traders recommend Fidelity to help you pick stocks.
Yeah. All right. So what were you saying, Peter?
On the bottom, we'll produce the report for you. See right there on the February 2022
Oh,
business cycle update.
Okay.
So when you click on that, it'll tell you what cycle.
This is cool.
And when people say, "Oh, what stock should I buy?" I refer them to this. What sectors do well in different cycles?
Yeah, that's, and we could see that. We see that we see what they've been buying through Heat Seeker. We've seen energy. We've seen basic materials. We've seen starting to see healthcare.
This is part of your fundamental analysis. Fundamentals.
Yeah.
The macro environment.
Yeah, the macro, the big macro. Yeah, pretty cool. So that's scary, all right? But it should present a lot of opportunities, right? If we know this, right? If we know this. So Brazil, look at Brazil. They're in a recovery, right? Brazil, Japan, they're all moving up, right? But look at the road ahead, and this is based on the economy, right, Peter? The economy itself, right? So companies,
macro environment,
the macro, where companies usually companies start off right down in here, and they reach a plateau, right? Like Apple, right? They'll get to a point where they just can't grow anymore, right? They've saturated the market, right? Right? There's only so many iPhones, right? You can sell, right? So so all these companies, big companies, they get to a point where they've reached they've reached a max, and they've got to come back down, right? So so that's what's happening here. That's what's happening here, and this is the big macro. And understand, we've been in a bubble for a while, right? We've been in a bubble. And we don't know when the bubble is going to pop. I mean, we can time things, on the with our charts, but this is just really good to know. And we were looking to add some fundamentals to sum up our trading. All right. And so, Peter, thank you. This is pretty cool to know. Not that we're going to trade off this, right? But we understand more what. Let me bring up Sniper Trader, not Sniper, but Stock Boss. We'll understand better what's coming in here with Stock Boss and Heat Seeker. All right. So when you see these cheap stocks coming in here, as an example, these healthcare stocks, right? That's, Peter, I mean, look at this. This is similar to your stock, to your setup, right? Look at this here. Look at this. This one dropped from almost $9, right? All the way down to $1.34. No buy signals. Look at this. No buy signals until right here at $1.38. So if guess what, right? If guess what, within that phase that Peter talked about, right? Healthcare is what it's next. Guess what? Now you can start really building your portfolio, start buying these cheap healthcare stocks.
Hey,
All
Dave,
right.
if you're trading like the S&P 500 and basically the options that you trade,
Mm-hmm.
I still haven't got the grasp on what platform to use when trading those, to connect. Let's say if you connect to Sniper Trader, what platform do we use? What I use to connect to Sniper Trader?
Well, you can use any platform, right? But I always tell new traders, keep it simple. Robinhood, right? Robinhood is an easy platform to execute. As you get more advanced, TradeStation will do equities and options.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I know that. Okay.
yeah. You can use like Peter Fidelity. Okay, there are a bunch of platforms out there. Okay.
Is TradeStation a good one? Since
Yeah,
I already have an account with them?
Yeah, TradeStation is good. Yeah, TradeStation is good. I like Robinhood though. For new traders, the platform is easy. Stella uses Robinhood. Is Bill still here? Bill uses Robinhood. So it's easy. It's easy to use. Yeah, it's easy. And then as you get, go ahead.
Sorry, TradeStation has the charts and everything as well, right? I mean, like candle charts and stuff.
Yeah, but TradeStation is a bit complicated for it. I mean, you can do it, but it's not as easy as Robinhood.
Yeah.
For brand new traders trading equities, I like an easy platform. Robinhood is easy. It's easy to get in and out. Go ahead, Peter.
Can we look at Pfizer? Because it was #1 as the most volume.
Okay.
And the symbol is PF, I think ZR, something in Pfizer.
Okay. All right. Okay. Daniel, did you have any other questions? Does that help?
Yeah. I'm all set. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it.
Okay. All right. PZR, Pfizer. Okay, Peter, that's not it. Pfizer. All right. Peter, can you give me another symbol? I'll try to pull it up also.
Yeah, I'm looking for you.
Yeah.
It's PFE.
PFE. Okay. PFE. Okay.
It was
Oh.
on heat seeker as the most volume.
Okay. All right. Not bad. Got a buy signal right here. And guys, we'll finish with this one. All right. So here is resistance, right? That's pretty good resistance. I'll say, okay, here is resistance here, buy signal here, right? I would say it needs to get above, it looks good, Peter. I would say it needs to clear this area here, right? So if you can get, above 56, you should be good. All right.
Probably gonna go long when it comes back, does a pullback.
Okay. Yeah. You could do that. Pulls back to perhaps this area right in here. All right. If you look here, all right, nice trade here, nice pullback, right? Nice trade here, nice pullback. So when it gets a nice pullback, it does run. All right, so when it gets some nice selling, it does make a nice move. Nice buy signal, nice sell signal, nice buy signal, nice sell signal. You got a buy signal here. So let's see, do you usually you got a bit of a pullback here. So you got a bit of a pullback. They hold it every time. They've been holding it, Peter, every time, except for here, right? But here they held it. Right? So the last 3 trades were very decent trades. Okay. So buy here, sold here, buy here, sold here, buy here, sold here, buy here. So it's been doing really good. It's been, you guys
And
see
the
that?
fundamentals tells us this is what they're buying.
Yeah.
Healthcare.
Yeah.
So we're in the right sector.
In the right sector. It came up on heat seeker and pretty good volume, Peter, on heat seeker.
Was the highest volume.
The
I think
highest
it's in the 300 millions in the
Okay.
last 3 months.
Okay. Good. So I would get a bit here. I would get some here. All right. You're doing the stock or the option?
I'm gonna probably do some stocks and then one long, one
Okay.
call.
Okay. You can get a little bit, like a half of your position, and then on the pullback, right? Add a little bit more. All right. You could do that if you wanted to. All right, good job, but good trading. Look at this. Look at the patterns of the previous trades, guys. So look, try to see what it's done before. There's no guarantee that it will do that in the future, but it will give you guys a really good gauge of kind of what to expect. Okay, what to expect. All right, and then you can see here. So it ran up from April to June, and then July to about September, and then November to about January. Okay, so Peter, if you're looking at options, this will give you a nice gauge of how far to take your options out. Okay, no, this is the daily time frame, so just keep that in mind. All right, but good price action, good buying, clean exits. Look at this, clean sales signals at support, clean sales signals when the purple support and resistance came in. I mean, same, look at this here, same here, right here. So nice selling, got out when the sellers came in, got out when the sellers came in, got in when the buyers came in. So really good chart, right? Really good chart.
And it
really
might
good
break
chart.
resistance because every time it broke the previous resistance.
It
So it might go
absolutely-
really high.
Yes, good job. Yes, yes, yes. So this is a good one. This is a good one. This is an absolute good one. Yeah, it should definitely break the previous high right up here because it's done it several times. Nice selling, nice buying. Good shot. Good job. Good job. Good job. All right, guys. Keep an eye on the markets tomorrow. The futures are down. So currently the futures are down right here. All right. But remember, as we get bullish, the futures will be down, right? We might even open up down and then close up. When the market is bearish, right? We see the reverse. Futures are usually up, right? And then finish down at the end of the day. Okay, so just keep an eye on things. Keep a close eye on. We'll you know, right now with Forex, we're gonna be taking profits. I just want to let you guys know. Okay, we're gonna look to take profits when we can. All right. I don't trust these moves. Great moves, but they're getting a bit extended. All right. So, all right, guys. Great class. I will see you guys tomorrow for Q&A. Well, good job, good job, good job. And have a great week. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.